Be the designer of your world and not merely the consumer of it. When you can't win by being better, you can win by being different. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You should be far more concerned with your current trajectory than with your current results. When you fall in love with the process rather than the product, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy. You can be satisfied anytime your system is running. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. All big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single, tiny decision. But as that decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. Roots entrench themselves and branches grow. The task of breaking a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak within us. And the task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time. Professionals stick to the schedule, amateurs let life get in the way. Some people spend their entire lives waiting for the time to be right to make an improvement. You don't have to be the victim of your environment. You can also be the architect of it. If you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. We imitate the habits of three groups in particular: the close, the many, the powerful. Your actions reveal how badly you want something. If you keep saying something is a priority but you never act on it, then you don't really want it. It's time to have an honest conversation with yourself. Your actions reveal your true motivations. The ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. It's one thing to say, "I'm the type of person who wants this." It's something very different to say, "I'm the type of person who is this." With outcome-based habits, the focus is on what you want to achieve. With identity-based habits, the focus is on who you wish to become. Good habits can make rational sense, but if they conflict with your identity, you will fail to put them into action. The only way to become excellent is to be endlessly fascinated by doing the same thing over and over. You have to fall in love with boredom. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. Your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your weight is a lagging measure of your eating habits. Your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. Your clutter is a lagging measure of your cleaning habits. You get what you repeat. Getting 1% better every day counts for a lot in the long run. Whenever you want to change your behavior, you can simply ask yourself, how can I make it obvious? How can I make it attractive? How can I make it easy? How can I make it satisfying? Never miss twice. Good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy. We rarely think about change this way because everyone is consumed by the end goal. But one push-up is better than not exercising. 1 minute of guitar practice is better than none at all. 1 minute of reading is better than never picking up a book. It's better to do less than you hoped than to do nothing at all. We don't choose our earliest habits, we imitate them. In order to improve for good, you need to solve problems at the systems level. Fix the inputs and the outputs will fix themselves. Too often, we fall into an all-or-nothing cycle with our habits. The problem is not slipping up, the problem is thinking that if you can't do something perfectly, then you shouldn't do it at all. One of the best ways to build a new habit is to identify a current habit you already do each day and then stack your new behavior on top. This is called habit stacking. The road less traveled is the road of delayed gratification. If you're willing to wait for the rewards, you'll face less competition and often get a bigger payoff. As the saying goes, the last mile is always the least crowded. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. Habits are like the atoms of our lives. Each one is a fundamental unit that contributes to your overall improvement. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. A lack of self-awareness is poison. Reflection and review is the antidote. Small changes often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold. The most powerful outcomes of any compounding process are delayed. You need to be patient. You don't have to build the habits everyone tells you to build. Choose the habit that best suits you, not the one that is most popular. Perseverance, grit, and willpower are essential to success, but the way to improve these qualities is not by wishing you were a more disciplined person, but by creating a more disciplined environment. This is the meaning of the phrase atomic habits, a regular practice or routine that is not only small and easy to do, but also the source of incredible power, a component of the system of compound growth. You get what you repeat. Motivation is overrated, environment often matters more. A genius is not born, but is educated and trained. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs, and to upgrade and expand your identity. A very small shift in direction can lead to a very meaningful change in destination. Decide the type of person you want to be. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Until you work as hard as those you admire, don't explain away their success as luck. Redesign your life so the actions that matter most are also the actions that are easiest to do.